the NFL getting ready for another fight of its own tonight, this of the more political nature, and the president standing by comments he has made about the NFL.
You say the NFL situation is a very important situation. Your critics say it's been a distraction, but you say it's critical.
It's an important issue. It's not a distraction at all because, first of all, I'm doing a lot. As you know, we've passed over 50 pieces of legislation. We have a Supreme Court judge. We have a much stronger military. We have strong borders now. We're going to get the wall. We're going to get all the things that we said. We're announcing the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country. So there's been no distraction.
Well, there might be another distraction tonight because there's a Thursday night football game and maybe agitating or at least expanding the agitation. An idea passed along by Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who is now calling on fans to lock arms during tonight's game. Congress of Racial Equality National spokesperson Niger Innis. He's throwing it in the fans' laps there, Niger. What do you think of that?
I think it's brilliant. I think what Aaron Rodgers is doing, I think what Jerry Jones did in kneeling before the national anthem and before the flag was unveiled was a very powerful thing. I think what even Mike Tomlin, and look, I have to admit, Neil, I am a Steelers fan since I was a little boy, going back to Franco Harris and
Bradshaw. So
we're
giving you a little attitude here. All right.
Give you a little attitude, but Tomlin was attempting to protect his players from the politics of this issue and really unify the team. He came 99% from a perfect reaction. I wish he had celebrated Villanueva, who is a veteran, three-time veteran, Iraq veteran, and actually asked the permission of Roethlisberger and the other captain, who incidentally was black, if he could go out and stand and with his hand over his heart, and they said, go ahead and do it. And if Tomlin had given him a Vada boy and celebrated it, I doubt very seriously that any Steeler fan would have burned their jersey and Tomlin would be a hero. But look, all these guys at this point are trying to promote unity because they understand that even the sincere NFL players that are trying to do the right thing by kneeling, that they're being penny wise and pound foolish. Ultimately, it is the goodness and the goodwill of the American people that pays their salaries.
But, Niger, you mentioned something what the Cowboys did, and I agree. I thought that was a smart way to handle it. In the case of Jerry Jones, the owner, to kneel with all of his players, but then stand up for the national anthem itself. I don't know what Rodgers wants to do tonight at the game, whether he would do something similar. He just suggested that all fans in the seats there in the stadium, lock arms. But if you're a fan, you could just say, now this is extending over to me, and I've got to lock arms or not lock arms. If I don't lock arms, I look rude. If I do, I look like I'm playing along with this protest movement or whatever. So some of them might just be saying, can you just play the game and stop this?
Well, keep in mind now what they're. I suppose some of them might think that, and the beauty of our country is that you have choice. But I think
there's going to be one guy, Niger, with a big old thing of nachos and a beer, and he's not. He's not going to want to get in the middle of this.
I don't want the cameras to focus on that one guy.
Right,
I want them to pull back and look at all this in the entire stadium, and it's going to be really interesting to see because what they're doing is they're saying, stand for our flag, stand for our national anthem, and that is the right thing to do.
If he says that and they do that, then you might mitigate this. You're right. If not, it could be just going on for week after week.
I don't know if you're a Packers fan. Who are they playing, by the way? I forgot with all this hysteria.
Who are they playing, guys? Do we know? The Bears. What does that tell you? All right, so it's like cancel each other
the
out.
Bears beat my Steelers. I'm like, the Bears? You got to be kidding me.
Well,
I think Mike was angry about getting beat by the Bears, by the way.
They got to sort it out. They'll figure this stand stuff out, but maybe they resolve it with this middle ground proposal. All right, thank you very much, my friend. Niger Innis.